Do you want to unlock the power of your emotions and transform your stress and your frustration or any other difficult feeling that arises within you? This is your day because I've got good news for you. I'm going to walk you through several ways, tools that you have every single day that will help you to constructively feel difficult feelings as they come up for you. So instead of avoiding them, instead of spiraling into them, these are things that you can do every single day. The first step toward unlocking the power of your emotions, transforming difficult feelings for your good is emotion. This is the first step, emotion. My former therapist always says that emotions are energy in motion. And so you want to try to figure out, where is that energy in my body? Where am I feeling the emotion initially? Am I feeling it in my chest? And if so, you can grunt several times loudly. If you're feeling it in your belly, you can hum several times in a row, like, this is going to start to get this energy out of you. You can shake your fingers and your feet. You could turn on music and cry if you need to, or just feel the music. Like help yourself, like breathing through it. You could do some gentle stretches. You could do a yoga session. You could take a hot shower or a cold shower, a nice bath. You could go on a stroll. You could play an instrument. There's lots of different ways to get this energy out of you, or to get it moving through your body initially. And that's really where you want to start, because we can't initially think our way through difficult feelings. We have to feel our way through them. That's why they're called feelings. But they start as emotions in our body, as energy in motion, and then feelings arise as we make sense of the emotions that we are experiencing in our bodies. So feelings are the meaning we make of what arises within us. So this really matters, right? And it actually makes a lot of sense when you think about sort of this kind of energy within you. You might make meaning of that if you're at a theme park as excitement or nervousness. The same sort of feeling if you're about to take a test that's really important to you, you might make meaning of that as anxiety. And so the second step is that you want to get exact. And these are all E's, the E's of emotions, to help you to constructively feel in your life. And so you want to get as exact as possible. So for example, you could say, I'm feeling bad, but it's very different to say I'm feeling lonely, and then to say I'm feeling disappointed or I'm feeling betrayed. These are very different experiences in our human lives. And so whenever we can get as exact as possible, we're going to be able to help, have other help, invite other people to help us in better ways. We're going to understand ourselves and our situations. More specifically, we're going to be able to help ourselves better. And you can get as exact as you need to by Googling a feelings wheel. And this is going to help you. You're going to be able to look at this and go, okay, this is in general what I'm feeling. Start with the middle and then work your way out. Oh yeah, this is exactly how I'm making sense of this emotion that's rising within me. And the next thing that you're going to do is you're going to explore. Try to think back to the moment that this was triggered within you, that this emotion rose up within you. What was happening? What was the triggering event for you? So you're really trying to explore, where did this come from? And then the next thing that you can do is to evaluate. Is what happened, is there another way of looking at what happened? Like, this is the story that I'm telling myself. When I explore what happened, this is the story of what happened. But when I evaluate it further, maybe there's a more charitable way to look at what happened. Maybe there's another perspective that I could gain by talking to someone else or by thinking through it. Like, maybe I experienced it as this, but there are other ways to see what happened. Similarly, but also different, we might evaluate it and realize, oh, I was telling myself a particular story in that moment. I was telling myself a story like, I'm always a victim. People always hurt me. No one sees me. I'm disconnected from other people. My life is terrible. whatever story that you're telling yourself, that can really contribute to our difficult feelings. And so part of this step is really going, is that an old story that I was telling myself and I need to replace it with a new story? And this is where we move to examine, what do I need to do to keep going today, to take the next right action? And this could look like something that you could give yourself. Maybe it's a new storyline. Like, that's it. I'm going to release that old storyline and I'm going to give myself a new story today. And my new story is, I am on the road to healing. People do love me. People have helped me and supported me in my life. If I reached out, someone would talk to me. My life has had good and beautiful things happen too. Whatever it is. So maybe one of the things that you can give yourself is a new storyline. Maybe you can give yourself rest, a nap, unplugging from social media or from the news. Maybe it's a boundary. Maybe it's a no. And then also you could think about, maybe in this particular instance, you examine it and you realize, I need something from someone else. I need an apology. I need equity. I need to talk through something. I need communication. I need affirmation. And maybe you can reach out to that person that you need this from and see if they could do it for you. You know, it doesn't mean that it's a yes for them, but maybe you reach out and you ask for what you need and see what happens. And then the final step is express. You express what is happening to God. You say, God, this is the feeling that I'm having, the exact thing. These are the stories that are coming up. This is the situation as I understand it. This is what I need. And I just offer this to you. I can't fix my external environment. I'm powerless over it. I'm powerless over other people. And sometimes I feel powerless, God, over my own perspective and mindset and attitude. And so I offer it to you. I turn it over to you. And I just ask you to do something with it, to fix it. If you're finding, after you've done all of these steps, if you're finding I'm still struggling, you could also, a couple of things that you could add to this that are tools for you is that you could say, is this feeling, is the story that I'm telling myself, is the meaning that I'm making of this related to some expectations that I had of myself, of other people, of God, of the situation that I need to release? And also, is it related to my rights? Some sort of right I felt entitled to, my right to a good day, my right to peace, my right to people, treating me a certain way. A lot of times the things that get in the way of our peace, our ability to protect our peace, to continue to channel love in our lives, and to be emotionally regulated are our own expectations and our rights. And when we can just say, I acknowledge that this was at play here, and I'm releasing this, it can be really helpful for us, good for our nervous systems, good for our relationships with other people. And then the last tool you have is acceptance. And acceptance doesn't mean I like this. It doesn't mean I consent to it. It doesn't mean I want more of it. It's just, for this moment in time, I accept that my life is like this. My relationship with this person is like this. My job situation is this. My housing situation is this. It is what it is. And so in this moment, I accept that this is the reality of life. And I can protect my own peace through this acceptance, through this turning over, all of these steps, right? This is a way that we get our own power back. You have the power to transform your stress and your frustration by constructively working through your difficult feelings in all of the ways that I've just described. You have that power every single day, every hour. And it doesn't mean that feelings are bad. I continue to say feelings are difficult. What it means is that feelings, if we allow them, can be teachers. They are signals often of needs that we have, desires that we have, of the stories that we're living. And so they can be incredibly important and powerful for us if we allow them to be. They can nurture our curiosity, our imagination. They can help us to get clarity, to open up. But if we don't constructively work through them, they can do the opposite of these things. They can shut us down from ourselves, from God, from other people, from our own lives. And so I encourage you to feel openly, feel deeply, and also feel constructively in ways that give you your power back in your own life.